put your money, and I can show you. So
apparently you can do it online.
You can. It's so easy.
My mom was like, you can do it online.
It's so
she
easy,
knows,
dude.
She knows that she knows me.
So
She's
this
like,
is what I want to tell you.
I love like doing things online because.
Oh, dude, that's
Anybody
that's
does.
the way to do. Like you don't have to go to a bank or anything. None of that shit. This is why this is blowing up right now, dude. I love this stuff. I'm telling you, this is blowing up right now.
What's blowing up? Explain.
Investment at an early age. Like I'm telling you, Robinhood. This is not sponsored by Robinhood at all. I wish it was. Robinhood is an app that's free on your phone, and you can trade in the stock market for free.
Okay, I've downloaded this app.
Yes.
Matt made me download it.
I've actually had it since it was in beta.
I think I've had it before, but I've just never done anything with it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people may have heard of it, but don't really know what it is. I'm telling you, this app is changing the game because previously, if you wanted to put your money in a money market or invest in a stock, you'd have to pay a trade fee. You had to pay like $10 to buy it for like a broker to execute you buying that stock.
Okay.
So you have to go on like an E-Trade or Vanguard or like a trading platform and pay someone a fee, like an execution fee, to buy that stock. And then you own the stock, and then when you sell it, you pay them too. Robinhood said, screw the fees, screw all that. We're going to make an app. You can go on your phone right now, and in 3 clicks, I can buy a stock for free. I don't got to pay anything when I buy it. I don't got to pay anything when I sell it. Boom, I'm in there, right?
How
Here's
can you
my
buy it for
account.
free? I don't understand that.
So like, there's no fee to purchase a share. Historically, there's been a fee.
you mean buy it for free, not with an extra fee on it from
right. There's no extra fee
okay.
to purchase, like to transact.
I thought you were just saying like, oh, I just got a stock from.
Well, I mean, we can also do that too. Like you can technically get one for free.
Yeah, you get one apparently for like for just signing up for the first time through a friend or something. You get a
right. So they do that like their referral program, and I'll put it on the screen now. And for those of you listening, you just go to join.robinhood.com/MattC32. That's my invite link, and I'll throw it up there.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not at all. There's no payment. Basically, what happens for that is when you download the app, you get a stock for free. And this is totally free. Like it'll give you generally it's like a $5 to $10 stock. Yeah. Sometimes you can get an Apple or Lucky, like a $200 stock, and then you own that stock for free. And then we'll also get a stock for free. So, I mean, you could try it out if you want to. I'd recommend it. You can see what it's all about.
I download it.
We should do it for yours. You have it, right? You have it downloaded?
Do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, I want you to pull it up, and I want you to I want to show them how it works, basically.
Okay. All right, so I've opened the app. All right.
Do screen recording so I can throw it on the video version of this. So for you guys listening, JC is going to walk you through for the audio part of this, and I highly recommend if you do want to do this and check it out, come to the YouTube channel. It's a relevant YouTube channel and watch this happen. It's fun. It's exciting. It's cool. The reason I think this is such a big deal is because it took, like you thought, something that's historically like confusing and difficult. And if you don't know anything about it, you're like, I don't know how to, like the barrier to entry is hard. This is so easy to use. It's an app that's totally in tune with like the younger generation. It's free. It's so easy to use. It's unbelievable.
So, okay, I'm recording the screen now.
Boom.
So I'm on the main page. I'm getting Twitch notifications. That's hilarious.
Nice.
But so it says free stock at the top. So I'm guessing that's because DC might have
so whoever invited you
this before. So I have free stock. Do I press this?
Yeah, so press it and then you should be able to.
Oh, wait. Invite a friend, get free. Oh, maybe I can't do this.
Where was your free stock from before?
I don't know, dude.
You lost it?
I don't know.
Do you want me to see if I can find it?
Yeah, see if you can find it.
Well, it already happened.
Wait, it already happened?
Yeah, I think we messed it up. It already gave it to you. So you can see right here, he's got $4.05 in his account, but that's because he owns one share of Limelight Networks.
What is that?
I wish you could have seen like what happens, but basically, once you accept the invite from a friend, it'll have 3 different cards. You can pick one. It's like a scratch off, kind of like you pick one, and then it gives you. It's just a visual thing, but it gives you whatever stock you get.
So
you own one share of Limelight Networks. So you can tomorrow you can go and I think it might be 3 days actually to wait. You can go and sell that on Monday when the market opens. You can go and sell it, and you have $4 you can put in your bank account if you want to, or you can hold on to it and see if it
Okay,
goes
wait.
up
So I
anywhere.
actually gain money from just downloading this app.
Yes. That's why I'm saying like
That's crazy.
it is, which is why I'm saying if
This
you're
sounds
watching
like one
this,
of those like sponsor videos on YouTube where like people are like, you can make money doing
yeah,
this.
but this
and
is
then-
not like
Yeah.
I don't want to make this seem like it's some sketchy thing because it's not. This is like it's just a way for
They
them
just
to
give you a
continue
free
to grow
stock, yeah.
because they're still relatively new. They've only been around for like
Yeah.
5-6 years, but I've been with them since the beta. But that's what I'm saying. If you're watching this episode, if you're listening to this episode, I highly recommend you do it because it's truly free money.
Yeah.
You can sell the stock right away and just take the money if you want to, or you can let it stay there and potentially have it grow. Fun fact: the first one I got when I got invited to it was a stock called Digital Turbine.
Okay.
It was worth $1.30 when I got it, right? So it's worth like nothing. It's now worth $42 a share.
Damn.
A couple years later, which is not a lot when it's one share, right? You only made $40. It's worth $40 more now. But if you had 100 shares, it's $4,000 more.
That's the thing. That's what's so crazy. It's like if it's almost like I don't want to say gambling, but it's like there's. I can see why you like playing poker now. Like I can see it because there's that element of like
Traces of similarity between the two things.
But how come this isn't frowned upon as much as like
So-
gambling is? Because like if we play poker, like somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're playing poker."
Yeah.
But-
No, this is a great point. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm
But
glad
it's-
you
it's
noticed it without me saying
It's
it.
interesting because like, all right, I've known Matt for a couple years now in person. Like it took me a while to meet you guys, but you know, all the time, like you know, whether it was at the Z house randomly, just some night or something, or like we play like between buds, like just play like
It's poker, right?
it was like what like we just put like $5 in or something.
Oh yeah, a couple dollars.
Yeah.
$20, $5.
It was
something like
mainly
that.
we weren't like playing real poker. It was more just
No,
like
just for fun.
And Matt just loves that stuff though. Like I just know he loves it.
Yeah.
Like deep down, like I just see it in his eye. There's somewhere we went to a casino somewhere. I don't remember.
Was
where
Canada,
it was.
I think.
Was it Canada?
Yeah.
We went to a casino, and I remember Lex put down. I think we all were like, all right, we're gonna. And for me, I'm like this goody two shoes. Like I don't like my parents would kill me. I don't want to say this is gambling. This is not gambling. It's very different.
We'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, but my parents like probably would hate the idea of me going to a casino. Probably, they'd probably just be like, "Why are you doing that, Jordan?" Like,
Yeah.
What,
Well,
why are you doing
gambling's
that?
a dangerous road.
Yeah, that's really So I thought it was funny being in that environment with you guys, and just I'll be like, all right, I'll use this whatever it was, like $50 or something that I was gonna do that night or whatever. And I remember Lex the whole night was just like, no, I'm not gonna play anything. I'm gonna wait. And we were all playing blackjack, I think, because that's just fun.
Yeah.
At the casino or whatever. I'm not playing poker at a casino. Heck no.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
I only play blackjack at the casino.
Yeah. But Lex wouldn't play. He just refused to play because Lex is like that chaotic energy at all
Yeah.
times, except he was being like laid
Reserved.
back. It was
Yeah.
weird. It was super weird. It's like when it came to that stuff, he was just like, no, not doing it. I'm going to put it all on black at the end. And he did. And I don't even remember how much he put down. I think it might have been like 100.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to put 100 on black. And that was it. And he won.
Anyone?
And he got 200.
Yeah.
And I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
This man sat here for like 2 hours tonight, did nothing, but just watched.
It's impressive.
And
Smart man, because he would have lost it all before that if he didn't do that. That's how it goes.
okay, explain. What is the difference between, like, why is there a social, explain. Why is there like a social stigma against gambling? Which obviously I think it's kind of justified because you can
Yeah.
lose yourself in gambling. Essentially, like, what's the difference between that and like me going, well, this Limelight Networks or whatever, I'm going to put $300 down on this right now.
Right.
And if it goes up next week, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I made a little bit more money, right?
Well, I mean, that right there would pretty much be gambling, more or less.
So what you're saying is it can, if you're not careful,
you don't go into this being like, oh, I'm just going to throw as much money on something and hope it works out for the best. That's
Yeah.
not typically, and unfortunately, that's happening now because of this app. I feel like that's happening
That's
because it's so easy. The barrier to entry is so easy now.
Okay.
But don't do that. Please don't do that. Because that is gambling.
Yeah.
And the reason that gambling is frowned upon, at least in my opinion, it's
Also, I'm going to stop the screen recording.
yeah, you probably should stop that. It's like associated with drinking and smoking and you know,
Yeah.
like Vegas life. You know, like that's why gambling I think has got a bad
Still never been to
connotation
Vegas.
to it.
Want to go?
Oh, we'll go.
Yeah.
But the reason gambling so it's dangerous is because it's like I don't know if it's like the chemicals in your brain or whatever, but when you lose and you're like, oh, I'll just double down and I can get it back, you get down a rabbit hole real quick like that, and it's an ugly place to go. But for investing, you don't want to just throw money on something and hope it works out. The idea with this is you at least learn about what the company you're investing in, you understand what they do, or you there's a reason you're investing in a company. And this is why a money market account makes so much sense, is like you don't have to worry about that if you don't want to. If you're doing a day job and you just want to put your money somewhere safe, they will manage it for you. It's like a company essentially, or a fund basically, that's run by people that do this all the time. Like this is their job, and their job is to make the most money for that fund. And then if people invest in the fund, their money grows as well, right? Because you're technically investing in a bunch of other company like stocks.
You're not really at risk of losing in a money market account.
No, you're always at risk, but not a big amount at all. Like these people, like historically, you can look at their fund accounts and see what they've done historically, and generally speaking, they're always going up. Like they'll go down sometimes, but over the course of long periods of time, like 2, 4, 10 years, they're going to continually going up. Otherwise, people would never put their money in there.
That's so weird to me. That concept is so weird. Like I would feel so scared to put my money into something like that when there's like a slight risk or something.
That's the same thing that Jess has voiced to me too. Is like I'm scared of losing. Like I'd rather just have it and not have to worry about losing it. But this is the difference between gambling and not like you. Yeah. If you're gonna just throw money at the wall and hope that it goes up quickly and it doesn't, then you could lose money because you panic and you pull it out. This is not like that. You want to put your money in and plan for it to be there for a long period of time. You want it to be in there for years, where it's going to keep growing over time. And even if there's, even if something happens,
we keep talking about these like 5-year plans, dude. What has happened in the last year?
Though. Like that's the difference between investing and gambling. Is you're planning for your future. You're planning for your money to make money while you're sleeping, to grow over time, so that when you want to go get it, or you're not necessarily retirement, but like later on, if you want to buy a house, your $20,000 is now $150,000, and you can take it out and buy a house. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point, as opposed to it sitting there and still being $20,000. Damn. So Robinhood makes that super easy to do, because it's for like millennials and Gen Z.
And you think that's why it's like the talking about investing and stuff is blowing up because of apps like Robinhood, essentially?
I think amongst younger people.
What made us talk about this today, basically?
Because it might not be mainstream yet, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be. It's starting to pick up. I see it on YouTube. I see it on social media, but people aren't playing Robinhood, and like the stuff that I'm seeing on social is not as much like long-term investment. It can be, but it's a lot of people doing shorter trades, like day trading and swing trading and option trading, which I don't want to get into because it's way too confusing. But it's basically short term. Mm-hmm. It's like Tesla's worth $100 today. I buy 10 shares of Tesla. So I put $1,000 into Tesla today. Tomorrow, Tesla's worth $150, this is just totally theoretical.
Yeah.
Now my $1,000 is worth $1,500. I'm gonna sell it all.
Okay.
So I made $500 in one day. Then on Friday, Tesla goes down to $50 a share. I take my $1,500 and put it in there, and I own whatever. Let's just say it's 100 shares.
See, this is kind of like what I think of. Like, this is where my mind goes when you talk about investing. Is that
it's confusing?
No, I think of like
playing the short game. Yeah. So people do that as a profession. Like they day trade and swing trade, like play the short movements from day to day, or hour to hour, minute to minute, even. Like that's a way more, and that's becoming a thing too. Like if you go on YouTube and just look up, I don't know, anything related to stocks, a lot of younger people are doing that. And this is a good example. My cousin, I showed him Robinhood last year just to give him the free stock, right? Because he was like asking what we were talking about.
Yeah, and you wanted the free stock.
Oh, no, of course I wanted the free stock. Why not? But he was asking about it, so he got one. Turn around to this year, he trades options. He bought a Disney call, it's like an option contract.
Okay.
Like right when the pandemic started, around March. He made like $2,000 on it in a month. Like absurd. Like he put in $150 and made $2,000 on $150.
So he bought when the pandemic hit.
Pretty much, yeah. He bought right when Disney was way down.
When Disney was like closing.
And now it's gotten back up because everything's rebounded a bit.
Yeah.
and he might have sold it. I don't know if he did or not, but he made like $2,000 on a $150 investment. And I want to preface that by saying that's super rare, very unlikely to happen. But that is where it's like gambling, because you're taking like a little bit of a $150 risk. He could have lost all of it, and it turned a huge profit for him.
Yeah.
And if you're really good and you really know what you're doing, you can kind of do that consistently enough where you can make it a full-time job. I don't want to say you can just pick that up tomorrow and do it, because you can't. And even if you've done this for years, you'll still lose money sometimes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Because you can't predict the market. You just can't. You have no idea what's going to happen. But when you invest long term, you don't have to worry about all that shit. Like that's not what the purpose it is. It's like you're putting your money in. It's good over time. It will grow.
Dude, I can tell you're so passionate about this.
I'm so passionate about this shit. You've no idea, dude. This is exactly why I wanted to do this podcast, because I can talk about this. I can talk about things I like to talk about.
I'm just sitting here like, whoa.
I'm probably overloading everyone's minds right now that doesn't know anything about this, but
no, it's cool. Like hearing the story, like when you say the stories about it, that's when it's more tangible.
Relatable,
and I can
right?
understand it more, because I get what you mean. Like it makes sense. Like when the pandemic hit, Disney was probably.
Yeah, because all their parks
come
closed
back
down.
Some, right? So
and then things have rebounded a bit as you know, as it's gone along. But that's it, dude. Like this year especially has been crazy with COVID. Like, oh my God, the market's been like this past week with the election, the market was up like, and when I say the market, I mean like the whole market as a whole was up like 7% in a week, which might not sound like a lot. That's insane.
Yeah. No,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's so much money. If your whole portfolio, just imagine all the money you have right now at home, anyone, going up by 7%. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot in 1 week. That's a lot. We'll see what happens on Monday, because now that, Biden's been elected, who knows what will happen. I mean, the politics side of things really does affect the market a lot, but my whole purpose with this is I wanted to talk to you, like teach you a little bit about it, but also for people at home. Doesn't matter what age you are, when you have some money that you don't need to use, like sitting on the side, and you want to start building towards the future, this is a great way to do it. Investing in smart, reliable companies, or putting it in an ETF or like a mutual fund that does all that work for you is a smart thing to do.